After 161 hours, I am done putting up with the bullshit of Crimson Desert. I am done with the fucking game. I haven't finished the story. I was trying to finish the story, but I got stuck in this dragon mission where you have to jump over a bridge to get to this dragon and then remove some spears from its back, and the gameplay and the way you have to do it, it's just terrible. Clearly this mission was bad designed. It's filled with retarded decisions. It's impossible for me to get rid of the spears because when I climb on the dragon's back and I try to use focus mode and then force spawn, I don't see any icons. I don't see the bright spot. I just don't get it. In fact, sometimes I get this extremely low FPS for some reason while on focus mode. I don't understand what's going on, but trying to get into the back of this dragon is a fucking nightmare. And on top of that, you're telling me that your fucking mechanic doesn't even work properly, and I now can't get rid of the spear because for some reason the bright spot is not showing up. I'm just done with this shit. I'm fucking done with this fucking garbage game. This game is bad design. The video game is filled with fucking garbage bad design decisions. Now, I don't hate the game, but I in fact do hate the game. So this doesn't make sense, but that's the truth. There are some aspects of the game that I really like, but the parts that I don't like, I completely hate these parts of the game. So yes, I hate the game, but I also like the game. And the problem is that this game is really bad design. There is not much to say about it. There is not more to say. The game is just bad design. There's tons of bad decisions in this game. Clearly, as the leaks shown, these people didn't listen to the criticism inside of the development team and they made a fucking mess. They ruined their own game because they refused to listen to the people that were pointing out stuff that was clearly wrong with the game. There are many things that make this game special. The 161 hours that I played of this game, I can say that a lot of that time was enjoyable, but also a lot of that time was fucking a piece of shit. So I am going to say it because the grifters are not going to say it. Endymion, Baradark, that clown that says naive developers, that fucking clown with that pathetic fucking shtick. I don't remember his fucking name, to be honest, because that's how important that fucking clown is to me. So those grifters are going to champion this game, are championing, in fact, this game as a shots game. This is the real game for gamers. But these fucking assholes, they completely make blind eye to the problems of this game. There are genuine problems with this game. The game is filled with fucking issues, and these assholes are trying to present this game as a perfect game. No, it's not a perfect game, and they not even once have made criticism towards this game because it suits their agenda, their anti-woke agendas, and they want to present any criticism to this game as if somehow it's because you are woke, it's because you're a leftist. That's why you criticize this game. Because poor developers, they couldn't have made any mistakes. No, that's a fake narrative, that's a false dichotomy. I'm not a leftist and I am definitely not woke. I hate that shit. But this game deserves a ton of criticism. The boss design is fucking atrocious. It's just terrible. It's one of the worst games I have played in terms of boss design. It's just awful. It's just fucking trash. The combat is terrible. It's completely uninspired. It's just slope. It's bad design. There is nothing fun about the combat. It's either you get stun locked completely and to avoid that you have to spam roll, or you get completely overpowered with this abyss gear that triggers off certain attacks, and then all of a sudden you can kill everybody with no issues whatsoever. Just mindlessly attack and just kill everyone. But that doesn't work with the bosses, of course, because the bosses, well, some of the bosses, this is a problem. Some of the bosses are actually so pathetically easy, and then you have the other extreme. Some bosses are completely cheap, constantly teleporting around, filled with constant hyper armored attacks. Just every move they do is filled with hyper armor. So you cannot combo these clowns that said, oh, you have to, it's because these people don't understand the combat. I am so special, guys, because I am the only one that understands the combat in Crimson Desert. You have to combo, you have to do this, you have to treat it like a fighting game. Fuck you, retard. We know this type of games with bad design, they are always plagued with these fucking insufferable assholes with low self-esteem that have in fact narcissism, that want to present themselves as the only ones that have understood the combat or this bad mechanic that everyone is complaining about, but somehow they are the only ones that have understood this mechanic. Somehow. Yeah, you're special, my guy. You're special. Fuck you. No, there is nothing special about this fucking combat, and there is nothing to understand about it. There are some bosses that are not as bad designed because they have a gimmick, and once you use this gimmick, for example, every boss that throws something at you, all you have to do is the tornado thing, grab the projectiles, and then launch them back to the boss. And that works and makes sense. But there are other bosses, for example, the one that makes you that they force you to fight with Damien, even though you haven't played Damien for most of your playthrough. In fact, I haven't even touched the bitch because I don't like playing as a woman. And even if I liked, they removed control of her at some point. So they force you to fight this guy that has two faces. Now, the first face, it's fair, but the second phase is just a fucking shit show. The boss completely teleports around constantly and you can't even do anything to him, but all you have to do and all you can do is use her strong attack with the rapier that casts lightning to the boss. That's the only thing that works on that boss. And also you have constantly spam rolling because otherwise you're going to get stun locked. It's just fucking garbage. Now the next one was the witch, I don't remember her name, that black witch. It was a fair fight, even though I hate when they throw a ton of enemies, but it was manageable, especially when you do the gimmick. The tornado, you catch her projectiles and then you project the projectiles to her. When you do that, it works and it's fair. The next one is the guy with the tiger helmet. That boss, in my opinion, did a shit ton of fucking damage and was fucking cheap. So you have to, use focus. You now have to be permanently on focus, just like when I was fighting the Atumbra sword boss. Just like when I was fighting that cheap fight, the same applies here. You have to be constantly on focus mode because the boss is just too fucking fast and the parry button in this game is just fucking garbage. The parry timings are just too tight and unforgiving. And this game is completely imprecise. I don't understand what the developers are thinking with their parry timings being too tight. Many times you're going to fail parrying in this game. I don't know why the developers think that their game is just good enough that they can demand from the player to have this to be very precise when they are pairing when their combat is fucking garbage. I just don't understand. Nioh 3 has better parrying timings and it's a game with actual good combat. This is a piece of shit. This game is a piece of fucking shit in terms of many things. I wish it was only the combat, but this game is filled with fucking garbage. This game is filled with bad design, with bad mechanics. Don't get me started with climbing. Climbing in this game, it's atrociously bad. It's a chore, it's terrible. I feel like I'm being tortured every time I try to climb into something. It's just fucking torture. Oh, you can just force spam to get you elevated. Yes, but guess what? That shit sometimes doesn't work. It doesn't work sometimes. So what I am supposed to do? You have to climb. Sometimes you have to climb. And when you do, it's just awful. Like I said, I feel like I am being tortured every time I have to climb into something. Every time I have to climb, I just want to... I don't know. I am just tired of this fucking game, to be honest. I was very optimistic when I started playing this game because I was enjoying the exploration, finding stuff, taking time, because one of the things that this game does good is the fact that they involve the player into the world. So you do faction quests, you can improve your Greymane camp, you can get more people, you can send them to work, you can explore the world, and there are many things to explore. The way you find certain quests is very immersive. You have to actually explore, you have to actually talk to certain people. It's very rewarding in that regard. That's the only reason why I am not going to go scorched earth on this game, because the good parts of it are certainly pretty decent, pretty good and fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't have 161 hours into the game. I would have dropped the game way earlier. But there are good things in this game. But the problem is that the bad things are just so fucking bad that they genuinely ruin the whole experience. This game, in my opinion, needs, like, at the very least, like a year of patches, and maybe some things are maybe not even going to get fixed ever, like the boss design, because unfortunately, instead of actually redesigning the combat and the bosses, what they are going to do is going the lazy route, which is getting difficulty options into the game. That is just stupid. The people that complain about these boss fights, many times they are not complaining because they are super hard, it's because they are a chore and they are awful to play. It's like you are being tortured, not like in Souls-like games. Sometimes, a bit of times, it is like that, but for the most part, you're being tortured because you are playing, you're feeling it. You're playing a bad boss design game. It's just fucking awful. The fact that you have to eat food constantly and you have no limit into how much food you can eat, it just speaks volumes about how bad they know their combat is. Because they allow people to do that. And they have to, because otherwise the bosses in fact will be too fucking hard. If you couldn't spam food, the bosses will be even worse than in any fucking Souls-like game I have played in my entire fucking life. They will be so fucking bad that many people will have dropped the game super fast. Because imagine if you couldn't spam food. Just imagine that. No, dude, no. That wouldn't fucking work. They know their boss design is bad. They know their combat is bad. Having to deal with the forced soft lock-on is a fucking garbage mechanic. I don't understand why they force you to always lock on into fucking something. Sometimes you don't want to lock into fucking anything. Why the fuck are you forcing me? I made a whole fucking video explaining how that ruins the fucking combat in this game. Go play Dynasty Warriors on the PS2. Fucking Dynasty Warriors on the PS2 has better combat than this piece of shit. Forced lock on doesn't make fucking sense in this game. It doesn't make sense. The only types of fights that you're going to have in this game is 1. Surrounded by a ton of fucking enemies, or boss fights. Sometimes both of them at the same fucking time. If you can even believe that shit. So whenever you're surrounded and you have this soft lock on, oh my god, it's just fucking terrible. I want to say something even worse, but I don't want to get banned. It's awful. It's just fucking awful. This game in many regards is just fucking trash. Just like in many regards, it's great. And to be honest, I understand the IGN guy. Just imagine having to play this shit with the old version of the game, with no patches, the original movement, the original fucking controls. Imagine have to play this shit like that. And on top of that, lose 70 fucking hours because the game somehow screw your save file. Imagine you have to deal with that, and you stupid morons complain that the guy gave Crimson Desert a 6 out of 10. Fuck you. It's a perfectly reasonable score. The game has a lot of problems, and whomever is saying it doesn't, you're fucking imbecile, you're fucking fanatic. You're being fucking dishonest. It's perfectly fine to like a game, but making blind eye to the problems of it is just fucking insane. You belong in a fucking mental institution, motherfucker, because that doesn't work. In a civilized society, we cannot have that shit. We cannot have people denying facts and truth. Now, like I said, if you like the game, go ahead, play it. But if you like the game and also are trying to pretend it's perfect, fuck you. Fuck you. And all the fucking grifters that keep glazing this game as if somehow it's going to be Game of the Year, this shit doesn't belong even in the Game of the Year as a mention. They shouldn't even nominate this shit because it has a lot of problems. It shouldn't even be nominated. I just hope this game doesn't win Game of the Year, because that is going to send the wrong message. It's going to send the message that you can release a fucking clearly unfinished game with tons of bad design mechanics and you can earn Game of the Year. No, that can't fly. That can't fly. And if that flies, we are fucking doomed. We are fucking done. The combat in the game is just fucking bad. The boss design is fucking terrible. Many times shit doesn't even work. Many mechanics don't even fucking work. Like I said, that fucking get the spear out of the dragon's body, that fucking quest doesn't work. And I am done putting up with the bullshit of this game. Why do I have to put up with it? Why? I don't. And in fact, it's my fucking job to tell you guys that the game has those kind of problems. That I am so fucking tired of this game that I don't even want to finish it anymore. That's how bad it is. Now, like I said, I am aware that the game has many good things in it, but the bad things are just so bad that they just fucking ruin the whole experience to you, and you just don't want to even keep playing the game. That's the truth. Another problem that this game has is that, in my opinion, this game has no replay value. You're going to do mostly the same, and you can say, oh, that's with almost every game. Yes, but this game is huge, and the incentive to do the same again, it's just not there. And the build variety doesn't even exist in this game. Even changing Abby scores, etc., or having other characters that they arbitrarily remove from you and that they can't even solve the puzzles or can't participate in all the activities like live. The game has essentially the basic replay value of any other game. So that is very important when I score a game. How much replay value does it have? And in my opinion, Crimson Desert doesn't have a lot of replay value. So the strong part of the game is your first playthrough, and if your first playthrough is tainted with the awful, constant bad design in this game, it's not great. So in my opinion, the game is in fact a 6 out of 10. No, I don't give a fuck, and the IGN guy was correct. I don't care. Oh, but you have 161 hours, how can you rate the game like that? I can, and I will, because the game has a ton of problems, and pretending it doesn't help the gaming industry, doesn't help gaming. You have to say it how it is. This game is not great. This game is not even good. It's decent. It has good elements to it, many good points, but the bad stuff in this game is just terrible. It's just awful, man. I don't even know if there is a word to describe how bad the bad shit in this game is. It's just horrible. It's just fucking horrible. It's just terrible. If you want to defend this shit, you are a mentally ill fanatic. Fanaticism is a mental disorder, and I don't care, because the opinion of fanatics doesn't count. You wouldn't count the opinion of anyone that was mentally deranged, that was or that belongs in a mental institution. Will you get your opinions from someone in a mental institution? Of course not. So you shouldn't listen to fanatics that are going to pretend that this game is perfect and that are never going to give a balanced opinion like mine, because I believe I am being fair. There are very good parts in this game. It's undeniable, but there are just parts that are undeniably bad, and so fucking bad that they actually taint the good parts of the game. And the problem is that the parts where this game fails are core aspects, are very important aspects in games, like the combat, the boss design, replayability, basic game mechanics, movement. It fails in many key aspects, so it's completely undefensible. So that's it, 6 out of 10, and the IGN guy was correct.